I'm Ryan from Prima, and this is the Marco poured beverage dispenser. The Marco poured 3-button beverage dispenser is a dynamic, quick serve solution designed to volumetrically dose and combine a coffee concentrate or syrup with ambient, cold, hot, or carbonated water with just one touch of a button. Instead of kegging liquids under pressure for delivery through a tap, Poured utilizes a consolidated under-counter control box to draw liquids or concentrates from an available container, negating the need to continually refill air tanks. Poured's ability to pump liquids and combine different ingredients in precise percentage ratios makes it an incredibly versatile tool for any cafe, simplifying bar flow and speeding up drink service. With Poured, you can quickly connect the system to any bag-in-the-box, cold brew concentrate, or ready-to-drink beverage using the appropriate bag-in-the-box fitting included with the unit, or simply drape the intake line into your own refrigerated container. Poured is not designed to work with pressurized kegs. Beginning with a concentrate of your choosing, Poured can instantly dispense a shot of concentrate alone, allowing you to finish with milk and ice for an iced latte. Program one of the 2 buttons on the font to mix a precise percentage of coffee concentrate with flat water for a properly diluted cold brew, then finish with ice. For the 3rd button, program a different volume of cold brew to accommodate a large size cup. This is just one example of how each of the 3 buttons on Poured can be used. Poured is able to dispense and dilute almost any concentrate with your choice of ambient, cold, sparkling, and/or hot water, depending on the configuration and the components. A Marco chiller/carbonator and/or mix hot water boiler are required for cold, sparkling, and hot water dilution, respectively. Dilution occurs in stream for ambient, cold, and sparkling water, and in a separate stream for hot water. Contact us and let us know how you'd like to run your Poured, and we'll help you get the right equipment in order to make it happen. So what I'm gonna do is go through and show you how each of my 3 buttons are set up. They're set up respectively for a 16, a 24-ounce cold brew, and then a cold brew concentrate for an iced latte. Okay, so first thing, I'm going to put the cup down. I'm gonna use my middle button. When I press it, it's gonna mix a measure of ambient water with a cold brew concentrate that I've brewed previously at a ratio of about 28% to get that strength right. And in just a few seconds, Poured will fill this up halfway with a properly diluted cold brew, which I can then quickly top with ice. Okay? Next, same thing, but for a large size. I don't have a large size cup here with me, but you get the idea, okay? The next thing we're gonna do is dispense a shot of cold brew for an iced latte, okay? Which we're gonna top up with milk and ice. So just like that, there's our shot. There's no dilution happening here. All I have to do is top it off with some milk. And some ice. So in terms of simplifying the process of iced lattes and in cold brew service, this really could not be a more efficient solution. So I think this represents the way that most cafes are going to use Poured. However, there is an option to connect Poured to a Marco mix boiler, and there is a dedicated spout on the back of Poured for hot water if you want. It can be used exactly the same way to dilute a concentrate in, say, something like an Americano, or even just alone, just plain hot water if you want to program one of the buttons that way. Let's take a look at the control box as well to see what's going on down there. Okay, so let's take a look at what we've got going on beneath the counter here. This is a little bit rigged up. This isn't exactly what you would see in a cafe, but for the purposes of this video, it's just a way to show you how the Marco Poured works. So what we have is a bottle full of cold brew concentrate that's hooked up with a push fitting and a 1/2-inch line here. Now, normally what you'd want to do is connect to something like a bag-in-the-box, which is a box of high strength, very high strength cold brew concentrate that you can buy directly from a lot of roasters now. You can just buy them online as well. If you want to brew your own cold brew concentrate, more power to you. In that scenario, this would probably need to be a fridge, right? And you just want to drill some holes to the top of it, kind of like you would in a nitro cold brew situation, so that you can keep that cold if it sits for a long period of time. All right, let's move on to the actual controller unit. So inside this is a pump, and it has a flow meter and basically a computer for us to program our drinks. So to enter the menu, just tap the 3 buttons, and here are our 3 buttons back to front. So as you can see here, I have 2 cold brew dilution recipes. This is my large size at 272 mils, and then this is my medium size at 200 mils. And both are at a 30% dilution. So 30% of 200 or 272 is concentrate. And to change those, very easily just scroll through, hit plus minus, change milliliters, up, down, okay? We can also change the type of dilution happening. So this is set up for cold or ambient water. If I scroll through, I can select hot water for this spout. And then there's also ready to drink, which is plain concentrate. You can see the percentage for dilution is gone. This is just the amount of pure concentrate that I want to draw, say as an espresso concentrate for an iced latte. And that's really it. You get 3 buttons here. Outside of this menu, there are some settings for calibration, but that is the controller unit. And that is the Marco poured beverage dispenser. Check it out at primacoffee.com. Thanks for watching.